I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone?
Oh, a moment of silence for J. Cole fans, myself included. What the hell, dude? My goodness. He's gonna apologize? How do I defend that? We need a media strategy. J. Cole released a diss track and then apologized 2 days later. Apologize! Before even getting a response, it was like he said, Kendrick, your albums are pretty great, but that last one wasn't that great. And then he waited 2 days and said, I couldn't sleep. He got on stage in front of his diehard fans and said, I couldn't sleep. I had to apologize. That was the wackest thing I ever did. It's like, what? Nobody thought you were too aggressive. It wasn't mean. That's crazy. Oh my God, dude. Everyone knows they're friends. No one thought it was like dead serious. It was supposed to be the whole competitive hip-hop thing, you know? Bro, I swear to God, J. Cole has been putting out track after track. I listened to them all for like 2 years now where he's like, nobody better come at me. Nobody wants to smoke with me. Anyone that comes at me, I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm the GOAT, dude. I'm the UNO. Nobody can stop me. Anybody comes at me, I'm gonna fucking murder him on the mic. I'm like, all right, okay, all right, Cole. I mean, he's a great rapper, dude. He's very, very good at rhyming words. He's incredible at it. So I'm like, all right, tell him. Then he gets hit with like a tiniest jab. You know, all fucking Kendrick said was there's no big three. It's just the big me. If you guys don't follow hip hop at all, I'm sorry if I'm completely out of the left field. The three like biggest best-selling rappers of our recent generation are Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick, okay? They've sort of elevated themselves above their peers, and they've been the big three. And they never really dissed each other, but there's been like brewing, little subliminals. And then finally it's kind of burst into the open recently when Kendrick said, there's no big three, it's just big me, all right? Like fucking throw the gauntlet down. Nobody's on my level. And then J. Cole responded with like just another soft little jab, dude. He's like, you know what? You don't release that much music. It wasn't even a big deal. He didn't say, do you know what I'm saying? The last time, I'm a bit of a hip hop head. The last time I think there was a high profile rap beef apology was Jay-Z and Nas, where Jay-Z had sex with Nas's baby's mother. Jay-Z had sex with that woman, then made a song about it where he said, I skeeted in your car and left condoms on the baby seat. It's like, that was aggressive. And then Jay-Z's mom made him apologize. Because that's ridiculous. That's like over the line. Okay, if you're gonna say something like that, okay, go out and apologize. All right, you know what? I went too far. J. Cole was called out and just did a little light response. Hey, bro, your last album wasn't that great. You're my brother, though, and I love you. That's what his song was. And he couldn't sleep? He's up on stage 2 days later. I couldn't sleep. Holy fuck, that's crazy. I don't even know what to say about that. 2 days after the diss track, J. Cole goes up on stage. This is last night. This is like last night at 7 p.m. I was watching Shogun with Lud and Shake. And then Lud tells me J. Cole just apologized. Lud doesn't even follow hip hop, bro. That means everybody's hearing about it. That means the whole world's hearing about it. I'm like, wait, what? He apologized? And he's like, yeah, he's like sorry for dissing Kendrick. I was like, there's no way he did that. And he's like, he plays me the fucking video clip. And it's like J. Cole on stage in front of his diehard fans. You know, all of J. Cole's diehard fans. And he's like, man, I couldn't sleep. That diss was the wackest thing I've ever done. I regret it. What? Oh my goodness. You know what he could have said if he wanted to be done? He's like, hey, you know, I thought about it. A lot of people wanted me to diss Kendrick. As a competitor, you know, I'm always down to go bar for bar, but I just want everyone here to know that I'm a huge fan of his music and like, it's all love. You could say that. That's not that crazy. But to be like, I take it back. You know, I take it back. I can't sleep. I take it back. It just comes off as so bad. It's like, you wrote the song. You put it out. You titled it. Ridiculous. And then, you know, that makes like what? This is like a long history of rappers apologizing to Kendrick Lamar before he even responds back. Lupe Fiasco did it in 2018. Jay Electronica did it in fucking, I think 2020. He's not the boogeyman. By the way, I'm gonna say it. It's not the big three. It's just big me. It's not like a crazy bar. I'm just disappointed, dude. It's you know, the game. These guys are skilled. Lupe Fiasco and J. Cole are skilled enough at the craft to just fucking write some damn bars. Everybody takes this stuff too seriously sometimes, and it's funny. I don't care, maybe just me. That's the whole point, Paytong. Is nobody thought this was that serious. At least from the J. Cole Kendrick POV. Nobody was like, damn, these two hate each other. There's so many Kendrick lyrics. I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves. Everybody's suicidal. They ain't even need my help. It just makes all his stuff age better. Mick Jenkins is a rapper I really respect. Come on, bro. Can't be rapping that nobody can fuck with you and that the only other person they compare you to consistently challenge, and then you bow out. You know, I'm not dense as a man, I respect it, but that's where it stops. Again, if you want to be at peace and the dude's near, you know, J. Cole's near him 40, he doesn't want to be in a beef, I get it. But there's a way you can say it. If you guys don't know, like, J. Cole's one of the people that told Dr. Dre to sign. You know, like, they came up together. They had a fucking collab album that they leaked 2 songs off 10 years ago that was amazing. They just never released it. Kendrick, fuck the big 3, it's just big me. Cole.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong, mother. I'm sorry.
It's just bananas, bro. It's just bananas. It just didn't get serious enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, generally with rap beef, if there's gonna need to be apologies, it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It gets a little more serious. Somebody crosses a line, and everybody goes, "Okay, we gotta calm down. We gotta calm down before this crosses the line." This was so light. Anyway, we'll see what Drake's gonna do. He's gotta say something now. I guess his closest ally, J. Cole, has already laid down his sword. So, yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, it's not real beef. We want to see people who claim to be the best that ever. Yeah, it's just like, if y'all listen to like J. Cole's features for the past year and a half, 2 years, it doesn't really hit how much he's been saying over and over and over and over and over that he's the best. No one can touch him. If anyone ever comes at him, if anyone wants to smoke, he's got it ready. It's just like he's been doing this whole narrative of like, if anyone comes at me, bro. And like the second it happened, lightly. You know, he didn't even mention J. Cole's name. All Kendrick said was, it's not the big 3, it's just the big me. Dude, I swear to God, it's so light. J. Cole should apologize for apologizing. It would be crazy if tomorrow J. Cole dropped another diss. It's called Psych. That'd be fire, dude. Bring it back. Psych, I lied, dude. I mean, that's like his last chance. Here's the thing. All this doesn't matter. Grand scheme of things, all this doesn't matter. Of course, it's people, grown men saying poetry at each other. But it's almost like who's the best poet competition. And there was a bit of a rivalry and it was fun. What I think is sad as a person who's been a fan of J. Cole for a while is like, this almost takes him out of contention. The fact that he backed down here after such a light series of jabs, there's just nobody who's gonna put him at #1 or even in the running. There's like a permanent disqualifier, which is unfortunate. And then, you know, I don't know, he's just been hyping up this album, The Fall Off, for so long, but how it's gonna destroy everybody, and now everyone's like, well, not Kendrick. So I don't know, it's tough. It's just a tough sell from that aspect, from like a legacy aspect. Obviously, he makes great music. I still love it. I like the album, the Might Delete Later. I like it. I've been listening to HYB. It's good, but H-Rock, I used to be the biggest J. Cole hater, but I saw a clip video of you talking about the new album, and I started listening to it and the old stuff, and holy shit, I remember wrong ever. Yeah, dude, he's good. I mean, it's very good, but you're not trying to revive a sport that's dying if you're bowing out. The sport was the whole thing. And then I never stress in the booth. You were stressed. You felt the pressure. You couldn't sleep. You don't feel like you just left the masseuse. You know, I was buying in. I thought that verse was fire, but you know, when you back down at the very first sign of any trouble, it's crazy. He's rapping from Kendrick's perspective. It's a POV song, dude. It's actually, he's inhabiting the mind. Anyway, if you don't know about rap, no big deal, but it was a monumentous day. It was a monument. Now the whole world's eyes are not the whole world's, the whole, I guess, rap world's eyes are on Drake to see what he says next, or Kendrick if he's gonna say anything. The thing is, like, Kendrick doesn't have to respond to Cole anymore because he already got the apology. But if he does, he can just sample his own apology. You can just play the literal track of him saying, Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest artists of all time. I can't sleep. The setup's insane. That's gonna go so hard.